Okay. Oh wait, I started early, didn't I? Fucking hell, I'm stupid. All right. Hey guys, I'm good at this introductory thing. Yeah, welcome to a something about tabletop introductory Shadowrun mission for the YouTube one-shot group. Um, we're going to be doing introductory game of Shadowrun. I think everyone's new to Shadowrun here. No one's no. Okay, so basically, you guys have all your characters. I don't think we need. I guess we'll do a description thing. I mean, I've put down descriptions, or I can just describe them. I know what the characters are. But I guess we'll go around the table and just say what role you guys are playing. So if you're playing the Street Sam, etc., I could just remind you if you guys don't know. So we'll just start with Sam there.
Okay, I'm playing human or looking elf street shaman by the name of Lotus Wolf. Pretty simplistic. He's got silver hair, silver eyes, and a silver tattoo of a lotus across his face. He also has two tribal tattoos of wolves, where his if he had facial hair, that would be right there. He dresses in all black. He's kind of a specialist in that he prefers to heal rather than harm people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Ian.
Yeah, I'm playing Zap. Zap is a perky young female human. She's a hacker. That's her role in the group. She's 19 years old. She's got pink and purple hair, so she's a little punky looking.
Yeah.
She's also got pink eyes, very pale white skin. She's very skinny. She's only 5'3", so she's just a very tiny, kind of non-threatening looking thing. She's not very good with weapons, but she's very, very good with machines.
Yeah. You literally have, I put it, that you've got your rotor drone you carry on your back around. You kind of lift, like when you want to go ham on someone. Obviously, or through the streets, you probably don't want to do that, but that's how you probably rock up to the mission or something ridiculous like that.
Right. Very good, yeah. So she does have the rotor drone, which you said it was basically like a miniature helicopter with a
gun on it.
Machine gun, yeah, big gun attached to the bottom of it. Yeah, so she'll carry that on the mission. Maybe not to the grocery store, though.
Probably not, no. All right, and then we got Lloyd.
Yeah, I'm playing Draskell, who's an orc street samurai, which I understand is a big, burly, fightery boy. He's 6'5", very, very heavy, lots of implants and mech stuff going on. Seems to wear a big armored jacket and stuff like that, and wields a katana.
And I think you've got like an assault rifle with a grenade launcher on it as well.
He also has several shooty weapons. Yeah, let's see. He's got a smart gun. Oh no, yeah. So he's got an assault rifle. He's also got a shotgun, I think. Plenty of weapons. So he's good with weapons. Terrible at talking to people.
The Ares Crusader is a machine pistol.
Okay, even better.
Yeah. All right, Michael, yours.
All right, I'm playing Alex, metatype of elf. He's about 6 foot tall, 23 years old, green eyes, brown hair. He's the face of the group.
Yep.
And if you'd like to fill in anything else.
Yeah, funny enough, Emerald's actually my character. I just got lazy and went, you know what, I can't be bothered making a pre-gen, you can just use mine. So, basically, you guys, yeah, Emerald's a suave, smooth operator. He knows a lot of people, and he likes to show it, basically. But you can play him how the hell you want. But he's a face, so he likes to talk. He's not very overly violent and generally likes to use non-lethal force. All right. So basically, you guys are already a team. Just to make it easier, in fact, I think I've given Draskell a massive van. Vehicle, bulldog, yeah, massive van. An armored van, by the way. So he's also known as Derez, and Alex is Emerald. Emerald is his alias. I've given some of you guys aliases and normal names, depending if I actually could think of them. Actually, Draskell's alias is Derez, which is Orcish for death. So your character is a crazy murder hobo.
Oh yes, he certainly is.
So you guys are already a team. Recently, you've actually been quite down in your luck. You've been calling up your fixers and your contacts, and there's just absolutely no jobs at the moment. A lot of you have had to downgrade lifestyles, start to, living in shitty apartments and stuff like that as your money dries up. But recently you guys got a call, let's say it was Emerald's fixer. He tells them the job isn't fancy, but in the Redmond Barrens, there is a Johnson that needs your help, and he gives you an address. Obviously, you contact the rest of your team to tell them. The strange thing about this address, I would like you guys just to start off. Oh, be right back, guys. All right, sorry. Dad was telling me something. Anyway, so if you guys would like to roll an Area Knowledge Seattle check when you guys get texted through on your comlinks the location of this meet. So Area Knowledge Seattle, if you go to your knowledge skills, you will see Area Knowledge Seattle and Drazgul. You actually have Specialization Redmond Baron, so you get an extra 2 dice to that.
Okay.
So we get our pool plus the... just pool.
So
total, yeah?
just roll the straight pool. You guys are getting intuition or logic depending on how you learnt it. Basically, area knowledge isn't an academic thing. It's like a street knowledge thing. Like you learn that through doing things. So you use intuition to it. So everyone roll that for me, and then just post it in the thing, or just say it either way, whatever works.
All right, I have 3 hits.
All right, 3 hits. That's good.
With 3 hits and 1/1, if that's right.
Oh yeah, ones. Sorry. I'll tell you right now. I forgot about this. There are things called glitches and critical glitches. When your pool is half ones and you got some hits, that's a glitch. If your pool you got no hits and half ones, that's a critical glitch. And by the way, that is very, very bad. That's the equivalent of shooting yourself in the face. That's shooting your arm. That's throwing a grenade and throwing it at your feet and it exploding, kind of bad.
Right.
Yeah, you do not want a critical glitch. All right. What'd you get, Ian?
I don't know about Ian, but I got 2 hits and no crit or no fails.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I got no fails as well. I posted there. I got 5 hits. That's 5 plus, right?
Yeah. So everything with a 5+, you got those hits. All right. So, you guys, know a decent amount about this place. From what you guys can tell straight away is that this is actually an apartment building, which is kind of weird. Usually you take meets at bars and clubs and other places like that. But this seems to be just a normal run-of-the-mill apartment building location. Zap, on the other hand, actually knows this place is usually where wage slaves hang out. So wage slaves are people that work for corporations and stuff, which is actually fairly rare to see in the Redmond Barrens. So, also just to tell you, like, with this knowledge comes the Redmond Barrens is the slums. It's an absolute shithole. You go there without just walking the streets by yourself, you could just get shot. Just straight up just get shot and mugged. You guys, on the other hand, this is the kind of place where cops don't go. This is the kind of place where you can carry an assault rifle in the streets and people won't ask you questions. This is the kind of place where you'd be hanging out and you can hear assault rifle fire in the distance kind of place. Gangs are absolutely everywhere. Yeah, but your Shadowrun isn't used to that kind of stuff. I think some of you even live in the Redmond Barrens, so yeah. Derez definitely does.
Yeah, definitely his better place.
Reminds me of home.
Oh yeah. So you guys are going to be heading out to the Redmond Barrens, to this apartment complex, where you actually have a room number to go to. Anything you guys want to do before going? Maybe you guys like to look at your contacts and maybe ask, maybe if you guys have information brokers and things like that, maybe ask, who is this Johnson? That kind of thing. If you actually want to, it's up to you. So you can actually look, or even roll some more knowledges and stuff about the area, or I don't know, depending on what you guys have. I don't think there's really much you guys can do. I do know that Alex actually has a info broker, which might be able to give him more information about this location and the Johnson.
I've got street gangs. Can I see who ruins the place? Is that doable?
Yeah, sure. Roll a street gangs check.
Sure.
I think some of you might.
Dear.
What'd you get?
3 1s and 2 hits.
And your dice pool is 5, isn't it? Is it 5?
6.
All right. So You have no idea, basically.
Yeah.
You think it might be ran by the Ancients, which is an elven biker gang. But other than that, you're not too sure. You think it is?
Lotus is looking out the window and looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, see if there's anything happening in the immediate vicinity.
Well, you guys aren't
uh,
actually there yet. You guys are right now at your own homes. You guys are going to be heading there pretty much soon. I'm just asking if anyone has any contacts to call.
Yeah, Alex would go ahead and call his contact, see if he could dig up any dirt on this guy.
All right, so you're going to be calling up Rias. So I would like you to roll with Rias. Just talking, well, I guess we'll just do it. So you call up Rias. Rias is a very professional man. And as you call him up, hey there, Emerald, what do you need?
Arius is Alex. We are going up to the Barrens. And
Yeah.
what's this guy's name?
You just have a Johnson and the location, so you can tell him that, and you think that he might be able to tell you something.
All right. I give him everything that I know.
Yeah, so pretty much you give him all the information he knows, and he's like, well, as you do this, roll yourself a negotiation check. Just for now, you're just going to be rolling 13 dice. There is
13.
normally other modifiers, but those are when you're in person. Yeah, just 13 dice, because your skill there is 13.
All right. Let's see. 4 hits, 2 ones.
All right. Generally only tell me ones when you guys have half the dice pool as ones. Don't worry about it otherwise. He says, very well. He says, this time I'll give you this information pro bono for free. Because these people are nobodies. I didn't even know who they are. By the look of it, and just their location and stuff like that, I don't know anyone. I do know that there's a street gang there, an orc street gang, but apart from that, I think these people just might be wage slaves. You might be doing some hooding. Basically, it looks like that it seems to be a bunch of wage slaves and stuff asking you guys to do something you're not too sure. Probably somewhere in the hood, doing something, probably something mundane. So it's nothing to worry about. And no elven bikers. Orc bikers instead.
All right. Thank you.
All right. The group is called the Blood Nuts. All right. Draskell, you're the one with Street Gangs knowledge. Would you like to roll that on the Blood Nuts?
Sure, I would. Yeah, I feel like I'll know them if they're orcs. Actually, that's a good question. Is there would orcs hang out with other orcs?
Yeah, definitely, all the time, all the time.
Thing?
Yeah, it is. It's not a major loyalty thing, but orcs generally tend to look down on the other puny little races. So
right. Okay. Especially when they're half mech. Okay. 3 hits.
All right, with 3 hits, you've actually heard of these people before. They're not exactly a big-time gang at all. They're actually rather small, run by a name called Gruz. Gruz is a pretty... You've dealt with him before. He's not exactly big game at all, but he's a pretty violent guy, and he's pretty sick and twisted. Pretty nasty man, but, I mean, you're not freaking scared of him at all. You don't give a shit.
No, I'm incapable of giving a shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now that you guys have this information, you guys all decide Rez is going to basically pick all you guys up.
Yeah, so Drez is leaning back, blaring some orky rap, I guess, on the way.
Hey, it's orc metal. Orcs listen to metal.
Metal, okay.
All right, so he picks you guys up and then takes you to the location. Now you get an actual look out the window, Sam. You see a fairly run-of-the-mill, run-down apartment block. A lot of the windows are shot out, and you can just see the general seedy folk hanging around the place. The bum asking you guys for a few new yen. All he needs is just one more touch, that kind of stuff. Obviously, just fuck off kind of thing. Unless you guys actually want to give a hobo some new yen, then go ahead.
I don't think so,
No.
I think it'll be a growl from Derez.
We work hard for our money.
Yeah, instantly the hobo runs away screaming. Seeing as you, to the meet, who's going to be carrying any guns and stuff like that? Are you guys going to be going in like crazy motherfuckers, or?
Well,
Alex.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, Alex has a fake license to carry. Not that it matters in this area. But what kind of firearms does he have?
He has an Ares Predator. Ares Predator loaded with stick and shock ammo, if I remember correctly, yes. So a pistol, basically. And a Street Line Special is a concealable weapon, which he always has hidden up his sleeve, which connects there. You could easily carry both. Yeah. But he also has a concealable holster in his jacket that you can easily put it in. All right, what are you doing, Lloyd?
You were saying that carrying an assault rifle wouldn't be that unusual in this area?
Yeah, but do you want to intimidate the Johnson, basically? You don't.
No,
You know that these people are most likely just average people, it seems.
Okay.
So probably,
Sure, okay.
you could probably carry your machine pistol inside of your jacket, but that would be the normal thing to do here.
I'll keep the sword too, just in case. I think that's
Alright,
something he likes to carry.
All right. And Sam.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I have a license for the drone, but it probably wouldn't be too normal to walk around with this big drone on my back.
It's really how you want to rock up to the Johnson.
No, I think she's cool with it. She's just going to, she's going to go in with her kind of street.
Sam, what are you going to be?
She's got her hair done up in Liberty Spikes, and she's cool.
Sure.
Lotus is going to be really relaxed. He's going to be hanging out next to the big orc.
Yep. So you're just going to bring pretty much nothing. Alrighty.
Sweet. Have anything.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so pretty much also there's a thing called AR in this game, and what AR does is it's basically most of you guys have one way or another to look into AR vision. Some of you have contacts, some of you have image link in your cyber eyes, and what AR is it's basically augmented reality, and it's usually where they put advertisements and stuff in the future. In this area, there isn't actually much at all. The Matrix there's not much at all.
Like Google Glass.
Yeah, it's Google Glasses basically. Except I think a couple of you have it in your eyes. Yeah, actually 3 of you do. Yeah. Alrighty,
Yeah,
so you guys head on up into the location. Take the elevator or the stairs. It's up to you, and you rock up. As you guys get to the floor where it is, you guys can start to hear the hustle and bustle of a decent number of people. Looking around the corner, you can all of a sudden see it seems to be like a small gathering / party in someone's apartment block. As you guys are moving, immediately all the people that are kind of there talking see you and catch your eye immediately, and they're looking at you like they're expecting you to come. And the whispers of conversations, you can say, "Oh, the runners are finally here. Well, we're actually able to get someone." That kind of thing. You guys walk in as the crowd kind of parts, and inside of this very packed apartment room, there is just probably like 20 or 30 people all packed in here. It must be like the entire apartment block. As soon as you guys get there, immediately someone steps forward. He seems to be a man of middle age. You can actually see his hairline is receding, and he's starting to whiten. And he's immediately like, sit down, sit down. You can see there's kind of a couch where no one's sitting, where they obviously expected you guys to come. You guys will sit down, and as Derez the orc does, the couch kind of just...
Yeah, Zap will just lean against the wall.
Just going to lean against the wall? Sure.
As this happens, I'm going to go up to our face and be like, maybe somebody should watch the van. I'll go out and watch the van and wait for you there.
Alrighty, so you're just going to wait at the van? Okie dokie.
Yeah. Don't let the gangers steal our van.
Yep, sure. Anything else, guys, that you're going to do before you sit down?
Crack my neck, I think.
Good, good.
Just like a really audible, like, crunch, and then sit down.
Yeah, these people are your run-of-the-mill, like, wage slaves, kind of. These people are, most of you guys would probably see them as below you because they work for the man, and you can see a lot of them are really scared of you guys.
Yeah, Zap is extremely uncomfortable with the amount of people that are in the area, but so she's going to try her best to look tough. She keeps her hands tucked in her pocket, keeps her head down.
Yeah. For that, I'd like you to roll a composure check. So a composure check is a charisma plus willpower check.
Willpower 4, charisma 2, so 6 dice.
Yep.
All right. No successes. My highest roll was a 4. I got 1.
Yeah, you're not looking good.
No, she's sweating. She's really nervous. She's got her hands in her pockets. She's looking up. She's trying to look tough, but she's actually just like staring at her shoes and sweating
You
and
just look
wiping
timid
her
as all
brow.
balls.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So the man says, very well. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, as you're leaving, Sam, the guy's like, yeah, that's probably a good idea to go to the car. He said, the blood nuts have been around. Anyway, that's what we're here about. You see, we've all pulled together as much money as we can to pay you runners. I mean, you're quite expensive. I don't know how the corps afford it. Well, they have millions, I guess, but basically we've been having problem with an orca gang known as the Blood Nuts. They have a local bar just down the road, and they've been terrorizing the neighborhood. Just about a couple of weeks ago, they actually took some of our daughters, and they've been using them basically as entertainment there. We've called the cops, nothing. The cops here are called the Knight Errant, by the way. Knight Errant are pretty much corporate cops. They only really work for the corps. They never come to the Redmond Barons because they're likely to be shot. So they generally just leave the Redmond Barons alone. Anyway, the guy continues. Anyway, they've been terrorizing us for the longest time, and they've been asking for protection money. It's just been going up and up and up and up, and that's it. So we've pulled together as much money as we can, and we can pay you, well, three grand each, and that's about it. You guys know that's F all for a running mission to take out the better side of a gang. Like, basically, he wants you to get rid of them one way or another. Whether you kill them, whether you run them out of town, it doesn't matter. But 3 grand is not much. That's each, by the way. An average Shadowrunning mission can get paid up to like 10k each. Usually that's about the average. So what do you guys have to say to that? Probably this is Alex's turn.
So you expect us? Do you think we're running a charity here?
He says, well, I realize, but, most of you guys come from, the slums and stuff like that. I know most Shadowrunners do. I mean, I think I've even seen some of you around here before, at least around this area. And can't you just look in the bottom of your hearts and, give us a hand? I mean, you don't have to kill anyone. You just have to simply get them out of here.
Killing them's half the fun.
He's just kind of ignores that, and kind of you can see him go, oh, fuck. Alex?
Yeah, I'll look at Alex and say, sounds a little light to me.
It is a little light.
Well, we might be able to scrap up some money together, but if you would like, you can roll your full negotiation check. Your negotiation is actually a lot higher than normal, simply because you have a thing called Tailored Pheromones, Emerald, and what Tailored Pheromones does is it gives you a +3 to it, and also because you're wearing a kick-ass suit, you get another +1. So you'll be rolling a total of 17.
I don't know about this, Alex. I say F these cheapskates. Let's just bail.
4 hits.
All right, with 4 hits, oh, sorry, and you also get First Impression, which gives you another +2. So roll 2 more dice, and we'll just see if you get any extra hits.
No more hits.
All right. He scratches his head and he goes, we might be able to scrounge up some more if we make a couple meals, I think you have that. He talks to some other couple people and just say how much they have in their savings, and they kind of go, well, we said we were going to split this evenly, but they said we could do it for 5 each. 5 each. 5
All right.
each is actually fairly respectable. I mean, you're only dealing with a small orc gang. Derez knows it's probably only about 10 people, 12 people in this gang. I mean, it's not too bad.
That's much better.
Says, good. Now, there's no exact time limit with this mission exactly, but do it get it done as soon as you can. Would be preferred, of course. He tells you about the local bar where they hang out at. The hang is called Graz's Scumbucket. That's it. And they just say it's just down the road. They tell you the address. It's not too far. You can basically see it from the window where you are now. He kind of shows you and points it to you guys, and you guys take a look. This place, it's a small little bar. It looks like basically a dump. It's even got the it's still got a neon sign in the actual real world, and it's actually kind of flickering as well, where Graz's scumbucket is written, and it's actually got a bucket that's kind of changing with like scum going in it or something like that. You're not too sure. Anyway, so what would you guys like to do?
I guess make up.
Zap would like to get the hell out of the room as soon as possible.
All right. So as you guys are going, yep. Sorry, go on.
Are they like? Is there a party? Did you say there's like food and drink or whatever, or is it they're just?
Yeah. This is like a small like get-together party thing, and you can even see people have kind of bring their own food that they've cooked at home.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll walk over to the table like in the most direct way possible, walking through people if possible. Just like help myself to like a full handful of something that shouldn't be eaten by hand, and just like put it in my face.
Just kind of just the bowl. You just hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can see a little old woman watching you. She says, "Do you like it?"
Less
It's
salt
not
next
too
time.
bad. Yeah. And it's probably changed since 2075 as well. So.
Sorry, just some of these
Alright.
descriptions are reminding me, like when a place I've been before. That's all.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Sam, as you're sitting there waiting at the car, you actually notice that there are a couple orcs walking up the street, and pretty much you can definitely see that they're eyeing you right now.
I'm getting on the comm link saying we got some people out here watching our van, looking at me like I'm an easy target. You want me to fry them, or should we wait?
Frying him, I'm just going to tell you right now, Shadowrun knowledge, just to fry him right now would be pretty violent. Remember, your character doesn't know that you're actually going to be killing orcs.
True.
That's why I was talking in the
Yeah. I'm just telling you right now, just to fry random people on the street is pretty fucked up. It's something you do not do.
Hold your horses, Wolf. We're on the way out.
All right. As you kind of waiting at the car,
as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys are going to run down as fast as possible. As you're waiting at the car, Sam, these orcs walk up to you, and they're kind of looking. One of them, the bigger one, comes up to you and says, "I haven't seen you around here before. What's your name? Huh? Pretty boy?"
My name is Lotus Wolf, and if I have it my way, you will soon remember my name for a long time.
Look over the comm. Take it fucking easy, Wolf.
As the guy says, as you say that, he pulls out a machine pistol out of his jacket and presses it against your chest and says, "Say that again. Go ahead."
He keeps his mouth shut.
But quickly, all of a sudden, I dare say, the rest of you guys pile out, and the guy kind of pulls away his gun, chucks it into his jacket, as he sees the other runners kind of looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" kind of thing. Probably some of you would pull out your guns at him, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I don't have a gun.
Instantly-
Can I activate that drone remotely, or do I have to actually physically switch it on?
Yeah. The drone's probably in the car, but you can definitely activate it right now. And
I would activate it.
yeah. It could be strapped to the roof, actually. You can actually strap drones to the roof in drone racks, and you can actually activate it right now. So the drone gun points, and instantly the guy just hand up and says, "No problems, man." The guy was just, talking cheap. "This is our run of the neighborhood." And the guy kind of steps away, and he just attempts to walk away right now. What would you guys like to do?
I have the drone follow him for about half a block.
Yep. Yeah, you can hear him in the distance kind of shouting at the drone, telling it to fuck off. Kind of pulls his gun down again at it, but...
I'll have it circle back then.
Yeah.
Did
We
we notice?
they're actually going away.
Did we notice anything on them that would denote them as blood notes? Would they have
Yes,
jackets
you
there?
did. They actually had a small tattoo on their wrists
Okay.
that actually looked like a tattoo of blood.
And how
A
tough
trouble.
did they look? Like compared to
pretty tough. They look tougher than the average human, but way less tough than you. I mean, it was
Okay.
probably you that intimidated them, I'm going to be honest.
Yep. The mage just knew when to shut up. You have a
Yeah.
gun pointed at your chest, you don't talk.
No, that's
Do
better.
whatever you do whatever they say.
Oh, yeah. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we should probably get out of this area and make a plan on how to. We don't. You said earlier, we don't want to kick the door in. That's probably not the
No.
best way to go.
If you guys want, you can roll. Anyone who has knowledge bars can actually roll it to find a local bar that you guys can hang out at just to talk in. Maybe obviously thinking of more private bars. A place where the owner's not going to really give a shit what you're talking about.
2 hits.
I have a knowledge called Shadow Community. I don't know what the hell that.
Oh yeah, that could help. Shadow Community, definitely. You could find some Shadowrunning bars. Knowledge Seattle, Areas of Knowledge Seattle can help as well, but it won't be as good.
I got 1 hit on the Shadow Knowledge. For Shadow
You don't
Community.
know. You know of Shadowrunning bars, but you don't know of any in the area.
I got 2 for bars. 2 hits.
Yep. You know of a local bar, apart from this one here. You actually know of it. It's a pretty shitty place, by the way. Graz's Scum Bucket. But you know of a local bar that's not too far away from here that should be outside of the Blood Nuts territory.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell the party. Like, hey guys, we can go over here to this place. They're not too big on eavesdropping. We can probably make a plan there.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yep, definitely. Also, when I get in the van, I'm going to put on this armor vest that I forgot I had.
Oh, I pretty much assume you're going to have your armor on. Armor vest goes under clothes anyway, so you can barely tell that you have it on. So.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head out to this small local bar. Let's just call it to the Leaky Tap. You head out to the Leaky Tap, run on in. This is your average run-of-the-mill Redmond Baron bar. It's not affiliated with any gangs, so that's always going to help. But you can definitely see this place as a bit of a shithole. And seeing as right now it's about late morning, there's pretty much no one there, apart from they're pretty much setting up. And there's an old man with one blind eye just kind of sitting there idly, just cleaning the table, just kind of looking out into nothingness as you guys walk in. He doesn't say anything either as you guys walk in. So, yeah, you guys just find yourselves some seats unless you wanted to do anything else. Order some drinks, that's fine. That'll get covered by your lifestyle. The drinks is cheap as shit, and they taste equally as so.
Lotus will walk over to one of the far corners of the bar and cross his arms and sit down and look around the room, very, very intrigued by everything that's going on, making sure nothing seems odd or off.
Yep. So pretty much around this area, there's pretty much no one here apart from one guy that just seems to be sitting there staring into a what's called synth beer. It's fake beer. It tastes like crap, and he's just staring into it right now. He is not a problem. He just looks like a down.
Does it get you drunk?
Yeah, it gets you fucking smashed.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Yep. All right. So, you guys are just found a booth in the corner. You guys can talk away, unless you're afraid someone's going to hear you. But you should be fine.
No.
Yeah, not the kind of thing Darius would be worried about.
So,
All right, so guys,
what's the job?
We gotta take out some honorless orc punks.
Some orc punks, huh?
Ooh.
I'm all for that. You know me. What's the best? Well, I guess that would be my specialty. I'm gonna sit there and think about this and see if I can't come up with a strategy for how to go about this.
So, best thing to do just generally will be to scope the place. Have a look.
Okay.
What is this place like? And also think of, just think about ways how you're going to get rid of them. How would you get rid of people? I mean, you could just murder them. That's completely fine if you're going to do that. But you got to find a way and think of a way.
If we cut the head off the snake, the body might die. We take out this Graz, the rest of them will probably flee.
Well, if we do that, then there's just going to be another in this wake. We need to deter this from being a problem at a later time.
So put their heads on a pike.
In ancient
Yeah,
times,
that sounds like
they would kill the leader and his family, all of his children, just to make sure.
sounds like it'd be a good plan of action.
They
Maybe
were really
make
good stories.
a fetish in their honor to remind everyone.
Yeah, well, if we send a message strong enough, I imagine they'll leave this area alone.
Yep.
Do you think
Yes.
there might be a non-violent solution?
There's no such thing as a non-violent solution.
Can you guys think of a non-violent solution? That's the question.
You could potentially bribe them to leave. Or we get another gang to mess with them.
That's
Then
not
you're
a
just
bad idea.
replacing one problem with another problem, though.
Well, if the other gang already has territory, we can maybe cause some sort of
Yeah.
a problem between the two.
Yeah. The thing with you guys know this from your previous checks. There's generally gangs everywhere, but these guys are particularly bad. They're abducting like children and stuff like that, like teenagers, and taking them and making them sex slaves and shit like that. So these people are crossing their barriers, and they're ramping up protection money to ridiculous lengths where they can't pay. Like they are better off hiring Shadowrunners that are worth like 5K each, like $20,000, than actually pay these guys. Like that's how bad they are.
Right.
So, and another gang wouldn't be that bad compared to you guys, compared to them.
Yeah, would we know if there'd be like actually I guess I'll roll for that, like gangs, if there's particular enmity with another gang?
Yeah, sure.
2 hits.
With 2 hits, you actually go, that's right, the ancients hated these guys. Yeah, the ancients hate them.
Right.
And the
Alright,
ancients
well,
had a lot of territory in the Redmond Barrens.
yeah, I'll pass it along. Those pansy elves, they don't get along with the orcs so much.
Hey now.
So the ancients are a ridiculous go-ganger biker elf gang, and they wear they're the kind of guys that have like green, massive, and yellow mohawks. They ride on motorbikes with katanas and insane shit like that. Like they're completely crazy.
Yeah,
They're
when
like
Lotus
you.
was a kid, he actually wanted to be one of these guys.
Jesus. Probably doesn't want to anymore. I can tell you right now.
No, not anymore.
What do you think, Alex? You've been relatively quiet on the situation.
Well, we could bring in another gang, but who's to say that they won't run the town over too?
Uh-huh.
I think we should deal with it in a combative style. Sadly,
It wouldn't
seems
hurt
like
to have
that's
some backup.
No. If we could be diplomatic, that would be for the best. I mean, Lotus, you weren't very good back there.
true, but you're the face of our organization. Do you think you can seduce a whole gang?
Seduce. Sorry. Go on.
It's my understanding that these guys are already kidnapping children and selling them as sex slaves. I feel like there's very little diplomacy that can be done with these monsters. They've lost all
I'm going
sense
to
of
second that. I second that.
These guys are beyond talking to, in my opinion. And even if we could talk to them, I think they need to be shown that kind of shit can't be going on.
I don't know. For 5,000 new yen, I want to waste as little ammo as possible.
That's fair enough.
What can we do with information to bring this to our advantage? Is there any way we could, fabricate some information that would help to turn others against the blood nuts. Maybe we could use it in relation to this Elven gang, the ancients.
Yeah, well, if they already hate each
We
other.
could get the word spread that they had done something in particular, or at least that they're claiming to have done something in particular that would be offensive to the ancients. Like you said, maybe the ancients would take care of the problem for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to Michael's character. I'm not sure his character's name. And say that sounds like something you might be good at.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I might be able to help
one way
too.
you can do it.
Definitely.
Would we know the name of the elven leader?
The Ancients is a massive, massive gang.
Right.
Like, this is a street gang. Ancients is like almost syndicate level. Like, these
Okay, I
people
get
are
you.
massive. You wouldn't know the leader. You can easily contact a lieutenant, though. Like,
Sure.
yeah.
Because if we
Just
can,
through your street gang knowledge and stuff like that. But
if we,
you may know the leader, but there's no point in talking to him. That'd be
Right,
like
yeah.
needing to talk to a manager and then calling up the the head.
CEO,
That would be
yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay. Well, if we could maybe fabricate some sort of rumor that Graz has called out the local lieutenant, called him a pussy. Says he could beat him any day, and that the ancients are nothing but a bunch of, pansy elves or whatever. There's a
Well,
good
if we
chance
look
that the
at
ancients will come screaming in here and making some trouble.
If you look at their MO so far, I mean, they're abducting children and selling them into sex slavery and things of that sort. Maybe we could get some word spread around the Matrix that the blood nuts were looking to target the local lieutenant's family.
Mm-hmm.
That could start some stuff up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, Zap, you actually have a little bit of an idea. How about, depending if these guys actually have a host, which is the equivalent of a website, you can actually take a little bit look in there. Maybe there's some information already on there. Maybe they already have some dirt that you can dig up. You just have to go digging.
I will get to work on that post haste.
Well, maybe me and Lotus could go scout the place while
Yep.
you try and do some hacking, and maybe then Alex can reach out and see if he can contact one of these elven dudes, maybe.
Yeah. So, what order would you guys like to do that in?
If that's okay, don't let me tell you what to do. It doesn't make sense to everybody else.
No, I think
I
it's a good plan. We're playing to our strengths that way.
Yeah. I think me and you should be last, Lloyd.
Sure.
I think the hacking should happen first.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of do this as initiative, and I'm just going to go around doing the legwork in just that order, so people just don't get bored. Because hacking can take a very long time. So I do a little bit of hacking, move on, whatever. I'm going to be honest. Alex should probably come with you guys to the bar, so everyone else should go to the bar. But it's something you guys immediately realize, and probably going to be going, okay. With the bar, it's doubtful that normal people can really enter. Elves especially, they're probably going to hate. If they already know that they're hated by ancients and they hate ancients, elves entering the bar is going to be a big no-no. Durez will be fine. But
So
you
I
guys
could
on the
get
other
in there,
hand, yeah.
Oh,
You guys
Alex
on the
is
other
an elf.
hand can easily just be on watch and stuff like that.
I keep thinking Alex was a human. Sorry.
Well,
I'm human looking, but
Yeah, he's human looking, but that's true. You are human looking, so you could probably actually get in. Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out how, would my guy be capable of pretending to be a prospective gang member? Because he's really bad at social stuff, but he's also is really uncouth. So I feel like he could try it, but he would just get known immediately, would he?
Basically, your character's terrible at lying.
Okay.
So you would walk in there and just be like, nah, they would realize that you're just fucking with them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because he was this big British guy, he would fit in.
Oh, you can walk in and just kind of stand around, and they are not going to ask questions apart from maybe who you are, and you could talk to them and in terms of, I mean, you might be able to. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You're rolling 1 dice for your social encounters.
Yeah.
Yes, 1. I kill them. Okay, so first
we could say that he's my bodyguard, and I've got to fix him. I might could lie a little bit better.
Yeah, that can make sense.
And you look human
Maybe.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe Alex, it could be Alex's bodyguard, and you guys can try to weed your way Alex's in. You know,
Yeah, well, Alex would be a better bet on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, 'cause
We
he's
can
the face.
avoid bringing anyone who's not working to the Orc Bar, I think, but we'll see.
All right. So, pretty much, you guys are going to head out to the Orc Bar, and in the meantime, Zap is going to be sitting in the car, and Zap's going to start hacking. So, I'm assuming you're going to go full VR. So, what full VR does is you sleep, basically. You go to sleep in the car, and you go into Matrix Land. You jack in. Would you like to go hot sim? This is you guys while you're driving your way to the place, by the way.
You know, I don't have a whole lot of experience with this game, being my first time playing, and I figure why not? Let's make it exciting. It's a one shot after all. I'll go hot sim.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
To be honest, you're generally going to be fairly safe in hot sim unless you're going to be diving into, Deathland. So
Yeah, well, we'll see.
yeah, when you guys driving in, it's easier if he's closer, because the closer you are to something in the physical world, the easier it is for you to get a connection to it. So when you get in within 100 meters, you can actually automatically see any nodes or hosts and websites in the physical realm. And you actually do see that they indeed do have a host of guys' scum bucket. So basically, I would like you to roll a matrix perception check, which is a computer plus intuition check plus 2 because you're in hot sim.
Computer is 12. Intuition is 4. 16 plus 2, 18.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just computer. Just straight your computer skill. Sorry, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's already figured in there, isn't it? Sorry.
Oh, wait, no, that's plus logic. So, sorry. Just roll your intuition is 4. Your computer is 5, so that's 9. Yeah, normally you roll computer with logic, but right now you're doing it with intuition.
And plus 2, you said, for 11?
Yeah, 11. So roll 11 dice, please.
Okay, 4 hits.
All right, with 4 hits looking at this host, you know that this is a fairly shitty host. There's not much protection and stuff on this thing. You should easily be able to rip your way in. The host itself is private, so it's not open for public, so it's obviously just for the people in the gang and stuff like that. You also notice that on the host, the website, there is someone on a deck as well. So there's someone running security on a deck.
Okay, just a quick, out of character question for you. How does that work with security? Obviously, if I want to be running around in there, pulling out information and maybe manipulating things, and this person's running security, how do you bypass that? What's the best way?
So you run silently. Yeah, you run silently. You can take him out, but that can be a little bit obvious, basically. So if you run silently, you take a -2 to all matrix actions, and
I'll go for that.
That's it. And when he tries to spot you, you get to roll a hide check, basically. And the hide check is sleaze plus hacking.
Okay.
But I'll tell you to roll that when he tries to find you, basically. But when you are running silent and you're using only silent actions, which are actions that don't have attack scores, no one notices you're there, basically.
Yep, let's go for that. I'll run silent.
Yep. So now you need to make a hack on the skill names where you roll your sleaze. Yeah, I know, it's pretty funny.
Hack on the fly, you said, yeah?
Yeah, so hack on the fly. Remember, you get your +2 from Code Slinger. So basically, you're rolling 17 dice.
Yep. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to clear that first. Or did it do it? Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it's no clear. Yep. So I've got 6 hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whatever. You blast your way in. So basically what you're doing, you're using a hack on the fly action. What a hack on the fly action does is it gives you a mark. And what a mark does, mark is basically access. You now have rudimentary security access into this website, the host. And once you get one mark, there are certain actions that are available to you. One of them is enter the host. Enter the host, you don't roll any dice, you just say, I enter the host. It takes an action. So when people are chasing you in the Matrix, Anyway, you enter the host. When you're inside of the host, in the Matrix, it's kind of like a mesh of everyone has icons and avatars and things like that. So as soon as you enter this place, pretty much you enter a rather large room. And inside of this room in the Matrix, you can see lots of dusty filing cabinets and stuff. And as you're there, you actually notice in this place there is like a raven that is flying around inside of this digital world, which you would assume and you know is the Decker himself. So as soon as you get in here, it seems to be the Decker's scanning the place. So I would like you to roll your sleaze plus your hacking skill. So your sleaze, yeah, you're running a program that gives your sleaze up by 1, so your sleaze is 7, and your hacking skill itself is 6.
13, isn't it?
So
6
13
or 6 rating.
dice.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
Alright, he will probably not find you.
13 dice, I got 3 hits.
Alright, with 3 hits, he is absolutely unaware of your presence right now. So,
Okay.
as you're in here, you actually have rudimentary access, so you can actually look around at the files and stuff. So I would like you to roll a data search check. A data search check is a straight computer plus logic check.
Computer plus logic, so that's 12 dice.
So you're right now searching for incriminating evidence and files. So your character's going to be scanning just for stuff, basically.
Yep, I'm looking for...
So roll it, and then we're going to go to the other guys.
Okay, I only got 2 hits on those 12.
Okay, so this is actually going to take you about half an hour to do.
Okay, I'll keep working away at it.
Yep, so your character's basically looking through... Basically, there's a lot of stuff to do with money transactions and things like that. Like, the guy who's been doing this is actually quite thorough, so Graz isn't that stupid. Anyway, so you guys rock up at the front of the bar. Who's going to actually stay at the car, by the way? Because we've got little old Zap in the car lying down, so someone should be staying at the car, just on lookout.
Damn it.
I would think that I need to go to the bar because I'm an orc.
Yep. Yeah, you
And
definitely
I'm
need
also
to.
the best at fighting, so I can bring one of you. Probably best to bring Lotus because she looks human, not elf. But then again, Emerald has all the...
Alex can talk. If anyone can talk him out of a situation, it's Emerald / Alex.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say
Yeah.
Emerald's probably best, so he gets to use his face skills, and then the mage can be on watch.
Okay.
All right. So
That
you
works.
two attempt to enter the bar, but in the meantime, I would like you, Sam to roll a perception check, visual, which I think. Let's have a look. Alex, sorry, Alex, you're
11 dice.
11 dice.
Okay, I'm having an issue. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here.
What's wrong,
Let
man?
me try this. Clear. That's what it is. Now I used it once before. Now I can't use it. The dice roller.
Refresh the page, maybe.
Oh, I got it. There we go.
Yep, sweet.
4 hits.
All right,
One.
4 hits. So as you guys kind of walk into the bar and disappear for a bit. Your character's on watch, and you're kind of sitting there, and you actually notice that in the car park there is a knight-errant vehicle. Knight-errant are the cops. Why are there cops here? Is the immediate thought in your head.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're just going to transfer over to them. All right, so you guys, the bar itself, the door it's not by. You just kind of walk in. Basically, it's about midday now, so you enter on inside of the bar. There's still a decent amount of people here, and there's some music pumping. And basically, the bar isn't absolutely huge, but there is actually an area where they've probably, you think, maybe recently set up or something, where you can actually see a dancer right now dancing. She seems very young, maybe about 17 or 18, and you can see that she's not into this. As you can see, about 3 sleazy orc guys kind of basically belittling her and watching kind of thing, and drinking copious amounts of alcohol. Around the place, you can only see a couple other guys just kind of sitting there and talking, and then there's another 2 guys arm wrestling. And then at the bar, Derez, you immediately know this guy. That's Graz. Graz is a rather, he's a big orc, but he's actually a little bit portly as well. He's a little bit older, but old for an orc is actually, like, they age a lot faster than humans. I think they died around 50 or 60, so he's probably in his about 30s or 35, so he's starting to grey. And as soon as you guys enter, a lot of the eyes from the orcs immediately cross over to you guys. What do you guys do?
I guess I'll stretch.
Yep.
And there's lots of crunching as I do that. Just trying to show confidence. Just
What's your strength again? It's pretty high.
My strength is
9. Yeah.
9.
You're ripped as fuck. The maximum for a human is 6.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'll kind of then just go. Where can an orc get a drink around here?
He says, right here. But what about the dandelion eating next to you? Talking to Emerald.
Dandelion.
Yeah, that's what they get called, by the way. Dandelion eaters.
That's brilliant. I'll say he's with me.
All right. What are you going to say for yourself, Emerald?
At this point, Emerald's just gonna sort of keep his arms crossed. I'm with him.
He says, we don't really like dandelion eaters around here. They tend to get themselves into trouble. Or we cause trouble. I can't remember which one.
I'll chuckle at that.
All right. Emerald, what do you have to say?
Well, tell you what, you don't cause trouble, and I won't cause any trouble.
I said, I'd like to see you cause trouble. I mean, I can see the orc can, but look at you in your suit.
It's a nice suit.
It's my suit, though.
When he needs to cause trouble, he's got me here for that particular reason.
Anyway, I'm guessing you guys go get some drinks or walk up to him, and he asks, so what you doing here anyway? We usually only get, well, the blood nuts around here, my gang. We're usually the only patrons. You new around here or something? He's kind of looking at you, the orc, and he's kind of trying to. It's like he kind of knows you, but he's kind of not sure.
I'll say, yeah, I'm new to the area. Wanted to see who's running the place.
Well, this area we are. Specifically, I am.
Well, it's good to hear. I always like to see orcs in charge.
Yep. Sam, as you're kind of just standing there, you notice that the cop car, a guy comes out, a cop. The cop is actually an orc, and the cop walks into the front door of the bar. Would you like to call them to tip them off, or message them to tip them off, or anything like that?
Yes, I'll try and keep my voice low, and just try and not make too loud on their comms, so that other people listening can hear.
Most people should have headphones, or I think I might have forgotten to give those to people, but you would have them either way as a runner. So yeah, you guys get a whisper in your ear just saying a cop's heading in, and as soon as you kind of hear that, you can hear the door ring, and then a cop walks in. But instead of disdain, which you would expect, instead the orcs have that look, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" kind of thing, as the orcs around the strip teasing pole walk up and give them a hug, give them a handshake. What do you guys say to that to Graz here? If you would like to say anything.
Would we know from looking at him he's a cop? Is he dressed like a cop?
Yeah, he's dressed like
I'm gonna tell him not to report back to me. It might blow cover. Just for letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say you friendly with the pigs?
I'm friendly with one. He used to be with us a while ago, family and that, but it's good to have someone on both sides,
It's a nice little arrangement.
It is a very nice arrangement. Make sure that nothing ever goes down here. I mean, it's the Baron's anyway, but, it was convenient enough. He still comes here after his shifts. You can definitely see this guy's trying to size you guys up, but he's not getting much, you can tell. He knows he's scary, and even Emerald holds himself with a certain confidence that you can see he's kind of very aware of. But yeah. So is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Order a drink.
Yeah.
Yep, sure. You guys order a drink. He says, "What do you dandelion eaters have? Wine or something? We don't have that shit. What do you have?"
No dandelion wine. You got beer?
This is beer it is. He gets a beer out for both of you, unless you're going to have something a little bit heavier, Lloyd.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll look what Graz is drinking. I'll have that.
He is drinking just some whiskey.
Sure.
He says, "It's not cheap." And it's not. But your lifestyle covers it. You get a lifestyle in this game, and most of the time your lifestyle covers for most stuff like drinks and things like that, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll order it straight.
Yeah. He was drinking it straight. So, do you guys sit down at the bar and talk to Graz some more, or do you want to look around some more or something like that?
I would kind of try and figure out like how you'd get into the gang, or like imply that I would like to get into the gang. Maybe.
Right,
Although
so
actually,
you're
no, I'm
saying
not
that to
about
Graz, or no?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I mean,
I won't.
Emerald can find that out just by talking to people. He could roll a con check. A con fast talk check would work. Let's see if you've got that, Emmy. Where are you? Alex. Con fast talk, 14 dice, and you're getting a plus. You're getting a -4 because you're an elf, but you also get a +4 anyway. And because it's the first meeting, you get another +2. So you're rolling 16 dice for your con check. But you gotta, basically work the bar.
7 hits.
Yeah. Okay, so pretty much how it seems, if you want to get into the gang, it's pretty simple. Just go talk to Graz. Most of these people, it's mainly through family though, but there has been a few occasions where non-family have gotten their way in. But so far the gang's not too big. You get the proper numbers. It's about 15 people. Other than that, you're not able to get too much more, but you do get some people slipping some more information about the place, like exactly what they're doing. You can definitely see that they're heavily embedded in the sex trade of human bodies, basically. So it's pretty serious stuff, like more than what most gangs are willing to do.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to head back to the hacker. Zap.
All right.
Alrighty,
So
Zap.
what am I finding in these files?
So, looking through these files, you actually find... Okay, so you're looking through it and you find a whole bunch of, normal bar stuff, it's not too interesting. Not much at all. But
Rap sheets on
eventually...
these gang members and stuff, or anything?
Not really, no, but you do find a locked cabinet after looking through all the files, and this locked cabinet looks very interesting.
Yeah, usually if something is locked, that's because there's something worthwhile inside.
Yeah, so you're going to need to do the crack action. The thing with the crack action is this. It's an attack action, and as soon as you try to crack a file, the deck is going to know.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
he's going to know. So you could try to fry the decker if you want. You could try to fry the decker before you crack the file.
If I fry the decker, what is that going to actually do to him? Are we talking about
if he's not in hot sim, his deck's going to be fried and he's going to come out of the matrix. Most likely, he'll be alerted on meat space. But as long as the guys in there aren't too suspicious, which by the way you guys aren't, because of that 7 hits on that con check, they're actually warming up to you guys really nice. By the way, like they're telling you guys things.
As long as I'm hacked into the matrix here, can I pick up other communications on my comlink still? Do I hear what's going on with them and everything?
Yeah.
Sam was talking to him about the cops going in. Yeah. Okay.
Bryke, you certainly can.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I would like to say is ask how progress is coming and see if he would check his. I heard something about a baby monitor once before.
Yeah. Your Overwatch score right now is 11.
Oh yeah, it's fine. But
yeah,
I'm not digging a lot of stuff up here, but I found a nice save file that I want to crack. But I think I'm gonna have to fry the decker. So everything kosher inside. Is everybody cool?
Yeah, we had the cop went inside. I think everybody's just having fun. I think the cops are corrupt here, obviously. So. Yeah.
All right, well, just sit tight. I'm gonna see how this goes.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, sure. I'll fry the Decker. I'll try to anyway.
Okay, so what you can do is you can get more marks on the system if you want, so you can get more control. And when you basically, if you get a mark on the host, you get a mark on the decker, and you
Right.
can actually kind of get heaps of marks. You can get up to 3, which gives you an effective 6 more damage when you hit him with a data spike, which is the attack action.
What do I
So,
have to do to get more marks?
to get more marks, it's another hack on the fly action.
Oh my. Well, yeah, I would love to do that. Let's see
Yep, so
here.
that's
So that's
17 dice for you,
17, yeah, because I got the +2.
and then a -2 immediately again.
That's 4 hits.
Okay, I'm gonna roll his resist. All right, so this time your hacking isn't that. It's good, but he almost catches you as you're kind of
Oh.
trying to weed your way into getting more access, pulling access codes and things like that. So, but you do have another mark on the system. Would you like to get another mark, or would you like to data spike him now?
No, I'll go for one more. I'm going to
All right,
push
roll
it. That's 6 hits.
All right, so that's all right. Yeah, he has no hope of catching you. You have gotten all of the marks, so you've got max
Okay.
marks now. You have the equivalency of like admin access now.
Yeah.
Now that you have admin access, you actually have access to cameras on the inside, and these
Oh, so I
become
can see my friends and everything.
yeah. You can see the cameras now. So looking around in the cameras on the inside, you can actually see that there are 2 in the main bar area, and then there is 1 in back of house. And
Ooh,
in back
what's
of
going on
house,
there?
yeah. Down below in the basement, there is, where they store a whole bunch of alcohol, but there's also a whole bunch of cages that are being set up. And in those cages are small prison cells where you can see about 6 women, ranging from ages from 12 to maybe 20.
Get on the comm link to Sam. Actually, I don't know if the other guys can hear too, but if they can't, I'll let them know. I'll just let them know. They've got kids in the basement, guys, in cages. And then I'm gonna zap this
Yep. All right. So
their
this is
Decker.
data spike action.
Mhm.
I'm going to say you probably don't need to run silently anymore. So
Yeah, well,
you can
once
get
he's out, I won't have to worry about it anymore. So yeah.
so you don't need to run silently. You can turn off running silently and just go blah.
Yep.
So
Yep. And
that's
where
going to
do I
be
find the
a
info here?
yes. Cyber. Sorry, I just got to get the character sheet up.
Well,
Zap.
this will alert the decker to the fact
Yeah,
that
but
somebody's
I'm
in, right?
going to be honest. The deck could just die in one shot here. He could be data
Okay.
spiked out. So you'll be rolling
Oh,
19
cyber
dice in
combat.
total.
Found it. Yep.
Yeah, cyber combat data spike. So you will be rolling 19 dice. No,
Oh shit.
yeah, what'd you get?
Oh, yeah.
7 hits.
Oh god. Your maximum attack rating is 7, so you've hit your limit, by the way, because you have a maximum attack stat. So
Okay.
he's going to roll his resistance check against that. Sorry, I've got to get the dice. I've got 1,000 tabs up at the moment. So he gets 4 hits. So he resists it by 3. Your attack stat is, so basically how data spiking work is you attack them, and you try to hit them. He tries to resist. So he got 4 hits. You got net 3 successes. So your attack damage is going to be 7, which is your attack stat, plus 6, because you get 2 extra damage from each mark, so that's 13 damage, plus the extra 3 net hits you got, so that's 16 damage. An average
Okay.
deck has about 10 health, by the way.
Gotcha.
So he now has to roll a resistance check, which is I think it's device rating plus firewall. He rolled 4 hits. So you fry the living shit out of his deck.
Okay, so I ended up with about 12 damage to him.
Yeah. Basically, your character, basically how you do attack actions, it can be any attack that you want. So because this is kind of like a little virtual
Well, he's
world, you
flying
can
around like a raven, you said,
massive
yeah?
bazooka and just be like,
Yeah, I mean, if he's flying around as a raven, I just basically pulled up a double-barrel shotgun and
yeah, boom. And he
blasted him
kind
into
of
a puff of feathers.
and like evaporates into pixels.
Nice.
All right.
And I
Pretty much there is no. The host knows you're here, but it can't do anything because the deck is
but I've
dead.
got full access.
Yeah, and
What's
normally
the
hosts have a
file?
thing called ice, but because this is such a low host, there's no ice. Ice is just internet countermeasures,
Okay,
electronic counter.
sure.
It has none, so you're
All right,
fine.
I've
The
got
host is
full
alert to
access
you,
now.
but yeah. So you make a cracking action. Let me just check.
The
So
Decker
that'll
is
just
not going to be a problem, I don't think, anymore.
yeah. So that's just a cyber combat action. So that'll just be a plus 15 to that, to 15
Okay,
dice.
so Another 15 dice, yeah, for the crack.
Yeah, just cracking it. And it rolls its protection rating times 2.
9 hits.
Oh god, you critically succeed. So that means you got 4 hits over what it got. So you rip apart this. You're just like, oh, look at this lock here. It's open. It was very, very, very simple. Or you may have just instantly guessed the password. You're not too sure. But neither do you really care. You're able to open the crack pretty quickly, and on the inside you see files and stuff of all of the people from the sex trade, as well as money and things like that.
So like transactions.
Basically, where's money's been flowing inside the
I got the
gang,
money
and
trail.
mainly towards the big one is the knight errant officer, and you also see small little dossiers and stuff on the people that have been taken, and a big one that jumps out at you immediately is an elf. She's a 13-year-old girl, and looking at her dossier, she's ancient.
Right. And can I save or pull all this information?
Yeah, you can. You can take the data now. Yeah. I mean, technically, you could save all of the data from this host if you wanted, but like decks pretty much have infinite size because, I mean, think about how big hard drives are going to be in the future, basically.
If I have time to be selective anyway, I'll get all the information, the entire paper and money trail, all the information I can on the officer involved, all the information, the dossiers, and all of the victims and stuff as well, and any other information I get on the people involved in the crime ring too. I'll get, if I can get identities, information, bank accounts, whatever I can find.
A lot of these guys are sinless. Graz is not. Graz actually has a sin, so he actually exists. Everyone in the gang though is pretty much sinless, because Graz actually owns this building. Like it is 100% his.
Good. I get all the dirt I can.
All right, so what are you guys going to be doing in Meatspace? Oh, Lloyd, sorry, I didn't see that. Can we imply to Graz that we might have some humans to trade him? Lead him somewhere away from the bar. Maybe Alex can try to do that. He can roll a negotiation check talking to Graz.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea to try and get him away from his orcs.
So how exactly are you going to do this? What are you exactly going to say? Because you don't want to offend him, and you guys have kind of been playing dumb into what you know right now, so it might look a bit off. Just remember that.
All right. Alex walks up to him.
Yep. He's right now at the bar. He's been serving a new customer that walked in. It was another orc. Up for another round, are you? He looks to you after serving the guy.
Yes, please. And you wouldn't happen to know where we could get any girls, would you?
You like my produce, do you? The recent ones. What do you need them for? You need for a little, some fun time, or a private session or anything like that, or?
A private session would be nice.
I've got a room out back. He tells you it's a couple $100 New Yen for a session.
It's not a problem.
All right. So, would you like to pay a couple $100 New Yen for a session?
Yes, I would.
All right. He said, "What girl would you like?" He just, describes a few of them, and he basically, just tells you about them. I don't really want to have to describe this because it's just disgusting, basically.
It's grim territory.
Pretty much, except for the elf, by the way. He doesn't tell you about her. He mainly tells you about the old ones.
All right. He just pretty much picks one at random.
Yep, sure. Probably for the ones that are less of a crime. There's like a 20-year-old one which you could easily have. That's not too horrible. And he says, "Well, she should be ready in about 10 minutes or so. I'll get someone to take you in when she's ready."
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. So, anything else, guys? Maybe some chatter on some radio? What do you guys be telling it?
Yeah, I mean, I would maybe just say to them that they do have an elf in there, an ancient 13-year-old girl tied to the ancients. Can I tell if she's still there? Is she current?
In the cameras, yeah, she's there.
She's there. Okay.
Also, your Overwatch is at 25.
All right, is
Okay.
Alex hearing any of this over his comm?
Yeah. I'm assuming you have
Yeah, I've been telling it to everybody.
All right. Alex is going to go ahead and send a message to Zap to forward that kind of information straight to the ancients.
Excellent.
Please tell me you got in a secure location. Before you said that.
Well, a message, not visual or
yeah, because he actually has a thing called most of you guys do, except for actually the Street Shaman. They have a data jack, and that means you can actually control your comm link or phone with your head. So you can write messages just like that, just
Okay.
link it, and it happens. Yeah, you can actually even have conversations with your brain with people. So yeah, it's super easy. Mind you, it does mean having a data jack, like a USB port in your head.
Right, yeah.
Do I have any way to contact the ancients, though? I don't really have those contacts.
You could do a data search check on the internet, in the underweb.
While I'm here, yeah?
Yeah, easily, yeah. You can go anywhere in the Matrix. It's just, I'm going to say you're going to get a -2 noise. Oh, wait, no, you're fine with noise. So what noise is that when you're further away from people, you get minuses. So you get a -2 noise, but a data jack gets rid of that. So you get no noise.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What
a data
kind of
search
tech
check
did you use?
was
Data
computer
search?
plus...
Yeah.
Oh, it was just computer plus logic, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
And you get your
so
hot
it's 12.
bonus. Yeah. So 14
Plus the
for you.
Hudson burst, 14.
Oh yeah,
3 hit.
would you like to get out of the system, or you're going to stay in there? Because your Overwatch is starting to rack up fairly high.
But once I get out of the system, the Overwatch resets, right?
Yeah. But that means you no longer have access to the system either.
If I leave the system. No, I'll stay in the system for now.
Yeah, because you have camera access.
Exactly.
And yes, it is. It's its own game, Lloyd. It's pretty crazy.
Can I find them the information, the contact information for the ancients?
Yeah, so roll that search.
Yeah, I did. I got 3.
Okay,
hits.
so this is going to take you about 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
All right, so what are you guys going to do in the 5 minutes? Is there anything you'd like to do, Sam?
You're muted, Sam.
Yeah, you muted, man.
Making sure everybody's everything's going off without a hitch. Checking on everybody.
Yeah. Sam,
asking
I was
that-
going to give you something to do. If you want, you could actually maybe try sneaking down to where the girls are with an invisibility spell. That could be something to do. Basically, you could actually enter from the back, invisible, and you might be able to have a look at the girls. I mean, that's something your character thinks of. Also, something that you can do is a thing called astral projection. So what that is that you go into a sleep state, and you go into the magic matrix, and basically you project yourself, your soul, and you can fly around through walls and things like that. And basically, the astral world is everything is pretty much black. You can't really see much, but anything that is living is bright. So that's horrible.
Okay.
Anyway, so. Oh God, sorry, Ian. Okay, so yeah, what would you like to do in that regard? You could astral project and maybe go check out the girls if you wanted, and just see. You can actually appear in the physical realm and talk from the astral plane, kind of like a ghost, and you can actually warn the girls about things and stuff like that.
I'll notify the hacker and tell him or the decker and tell him I'm going to go around the back and see if we can't get these girls out of here.
Yep. So are you going to do this through the astral plane? Because you probably want to be in the car when you do that, because you kind of go unconscious as well.
I'm just gonna go invisible.
Yep. You're just going to go invisible. Well, yeah. Obviously, you go find a place where no one will see you going invisible.
Obviously.
Probably down the back alley of the bar. Yeah.
We're inside the van.
We're going to do our first casting of a spell. So let's have a look. So Lily.
Nice song you have there.
So you're going to be casting the improved invisibility spell. Its force is force -1. I would suggest you get you do force 6, which is, and it says duration S. So what S means? It means sustained. So when you're sustaining a spell, you take -2 to all other actions because you're concentrating really hard. And at type, it says P. P means physical. So that means that the improved invisibility will affect cameras as well. And range, LOS, means line of sight, so you have to see yourself to cast it. You can cast it at other people, though. All right. Okay. So I would like you to roll a spellcasting check, which is 12 dice.
Okay. 3 hits.
All right, so basically what that means is that for anyone to try to see you, they have to make a logic plus willpower check, and they basically see past the illusion because they push past it, and they need 3 hits to be able to see you. Now you need to make a drain check against 5 drain, which is the drain, which is force -1. So the drain check is going to be 12 dice, which is charisma plus your willpower.
I got 4 hits on that.
All right, so you take 1 stun.
Okay.
So your character basically concentrates on creating this invisibility, and as he does, he's like, "Oh my head!"
Yeah.
As the mana flows through your veins.
And
All right,
he
so
feels
now,
weakened by using the magic, basically.
yeah. So So if you want, you can go around the back, because I'm pretty much what the Decker can actually do is you can actually put the camera feeds up in other people's in their AR screens. So you can kind of put it in like the top left. You can actually give them all the camera feeds, and then they can also cycle through them as well, which is something pretty cool. So he can actually have that as the but he'd have to use his phone to do it, which he can easily do. That's easy enough. So you actually know where this is, and you can easily see a back entrance that you can go through to get down there. And you can easily watch the cameras and wait till there's no one there. You know that in the back of house, there's about a couple orcs which are kind of shambling around, moving around, just doing general work, but no one's at the bottom. I would suggest that you actually wait till because Alex is going to be getting a girl. You got to wait for them probably to take her out, and then you can probably sneak in through the door. So, as this happens, I would like you to roll a stealth check.
A stealth check? Okay.
Yeah.
And that is...
amazing, is it? Stealth. I think it's not bad, though.
Sneaking?
6 dice.
2 hits.
Alrighty. Alright, so as basically the girl was being taken out of the bottom, which is the one that Alex is going to be having some fun with, or I'm guessing he's probably not going to, I'm not too sure. Yeah. You sneak past the orc through the door, and you actually kind of accidentally brush against him. And as he does, he turns around. He's like, "Oh, that was weird," and he just kind of walks away. And you are now in the bottom where the girls are, and Alex, you get taken round back by Graz. He just eventually, after about 5 minutes, says, "All right, come with me." Yeah, they are dumb. And he takes you into a... Well, these rooms weren't actually on the cameras, but it's pretty much a room with just a bed. And inside is the woman. She seems like pretty flustered up as they kind of let you in there and then close the door. All right, what would you like to do?
All right, Alex is going to try to see if she might have some tech. He's going to, motion to see, if she has a comlink.
She just shakes her head. She shakes her head, a little bit confused about what you're talking about.
All right, he kind of puts up his hands and he, approaches her slowly and whispers, "It's all right."
All right. She kind of whispers, "Who are you then?"
The people of this neighborhood have paid us to get rid of these guys. All right, so you need to be quiet while I talk to the others.
Okay. Oh yeah, obviously you had to pay this guy 200 New Yen to get her, but Easy enough. I mean, whether or not you use this character again. You have 200 new yen. I think he has like 700 anyway. So you pay him 200 to get in. Okay, so Ian, I've kind of forgotten what you were data searching. Oh, that's right. You're data searching for ancient contacts. You're actually able to find a lieutenant contact, which is nearby the area where you are now, because these guys are on the edge of ancient's territory.
Okay, and I've got a name, information on this girl.
You have full-on dossiers about how they got her and stuff like that.
I'm
So
gonna pass
basically,
that on.
yeah, they were
And
going
let
to
him
be
know.
using her as blackmail, by the way.
Right. I'm going to let him know all of that. I know she's being held in this bar. I'll give him the name of the bar, the address, everything.
Are
Along
you
with many
going to
other
try to
slaves.
fleece him for money, or are you just going to be giving him this information for free?
I'm not very socially inept.
So you're probably just going to say, "Fuck it, here you go."
Yeah,
Do
you know,
the
I'm
right
just
thing.
thinking get him in there to get these guys out. I'm going to use them, and then if there's any other reward along the way, we make, we're getting paid for a job anyway, so.
Yeah. So you're just going to give him the information for free.
I'm
All
not going
right,
to try
so
to manipulate him. I'm just going to be honest.
No. So you
And,
send him the
you know-
information, and very quickly you get a call.
I need to keep an eye on my baby monitor as well because I don't know how much this is
Yeah.
raising up my.
It's up to 31 now.
Yeah, I need to be thinking about getting out of here soon. So I'll
Yeah.
tell them, I mean, I'm in the system now, but I can't stay here long. Or answer the phone. You said I get a call, yeah?
Yeah. He says, "Who
Right.
the bloody dreck is this? What's this? She's been missing for a week now. Who is this?"
My name is Zap. I'm a runner. I'm on a job.
What's your job?
got
How
some
come you're
very-
messing with the blood nuts?
I've got some very bad people here that we need to get rid of. They've got your girl. Do you want her back?
The thing is if they know we're coming, she's dead. Do they know we're coming? That's the question.
They don't know anything right now. I've got people on the inside. Everything is cool.
So you're on the inside now, he says?
Well, I'm inside their network. I've got people inside the building, but I can get them out at a moment's notice.
If you make sure that she's fine, we'll be
I
coming
can see her on the camera right now. She's fine.
All right, he hangs up. All right, so you guys are on the inside. What were you going to be doing? Sam, sorry, Sam. You're down the bottom now with the girls. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm with the face now. I'm sorry. I
No,
can't
you're
remember.
not.
I'm not. Damn.
You were in the room. You said you were going to go down to the girls, right? Or that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're with the girls. He's not.
I was.
He's in another room entirely. But you could go to him if you wanted.
That's what I was wanting. That's my
Okay.
aim.
Lo just wanted to watch, yeah?
Yeah. So you go to Alex. You open the door. The door opens by itself, Alex, and then you're like, "What the fuck?" And then of course the mage appears.
Yeah.
Would you like to actually end your invisibility spell? Sorry, you probably could.
I'd probably like to extend it to the girl in the face and get them out.
You'd have to recast it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
And
If
for
that's
each
what they
person.
do, if that's what they want to do.
It's up to them. I don't see why you need to be invisible right now, but
To get us out.
Yep.
That would be the goal.
Yeah, let's get this girl out at least.
yeah, okay. So you could, Alex doesn't necessarily have to go invisible because he could just leave and pretend that he's done, and you could make the chick invisible, and then you can, do that.
We'll
Am I
try
aware
that.
of stuff from the comlink?
Yeah.
I might try and
Yeah.
cause a scene or something to make sure people are looking in my direction and not down there.
What would you
Okay,
like to
cool.
do then?
Maybe like arm wrestle someone.
Yeah,
like-
I was about to say, you're just going to arm wrestle a motherfucker, but really, really loud about it.
Yeah, but like bet like a lot of money and like talk a lot of shit. You know?
Alright, so how much money do you want to bet and how much shit do you want to talk?
I want to talk a lot of shit. I want to slam down my whiskey glass and say, you know what? I'm the biggest orc in here. I'm the strongest orc that's ever lived.
As soon as you say that, my Uncle Bobby's bigger than you. I'm fucking bigger than
I know,
you.
Bobby. Bobby's the pussy.
Don't fucking say that about my uncle. One guy like smashes his glass aside, puts his arm on the table.
So yeah, I'll say, all right, you and me, let's settle this in traditional
You put your
orc
arm on the table,
manner.
and then you grip his
Yeah.
hand. Then you immediately realize that's a synthetic skin. And
Right.
then you can hear the servos in his arm.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
I'm
roll a
part
strength
machine.
check.
Sure. I've got what, 9 strength?
Yeah.
What's this edge thing? Can I use that?
You can either initial edge or you can re-roll your pool.
And the initial edge, if I roll a 6, I get another success, is it?
Yeah, and you get an extra dice equal to your edge. So, what's your edge? I think it's 1 with your. What is your character? Let's have a look.
My edge is 1.
So you could roll 8 dice with exploding. I would suggest just rolling your. Sorry, you could roll 10. Just roll 9, and then you can re-roll fails if you wanted.
Okay. Right, so 6 successes.
Yep. Jesus Christ! The guy's got his hand. You critical succeed, by the way. You just instantly, without even a thought, just goosh, slamming it into the table, and you can actually hear a crunch as you crush his metallic hand. The guy is like, "What the fuck?"
I look at him and say, Bobby was a pussy.
This immediately gets all the orcs just to fucking in a line. They're just arm wrestling you basically, and you're just like whack, whack, whack. All right, so there is a distraction. You guys can hear the distraction.
Cool.
So cast invisibility on the chick. So do it again. You get a -2, by the way.
-2.
Yeah, because you're sustaining a spell.
Okay.
You don't get a -2 on the drain check though.
I got 5 hits.
All right. Yep. And then roll your drain again, which is 12 dice against 5.
5 hits. You said -5 against drain.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you take no drain if you got 5 hits on the drain check.
And I need to make a sneak check as well.
Oh yeah. She'll make a sneak check as well as you guys leave. And Alex, you could probably just walk out like you've done.
3 hits.
Yep. She gets 3 hits as well. You guys are able to get out.
Cool. And I'm going to take her to the van and I guess just hold up there and ask the group what they suggest I do with the girl.
Yep. What do you guys say?
Probably be a good idea to get her in the van for now.
Okay.
Yeah, keep her safe. And get her out of there if you need to.
Okay. And I can just maintain the spell indefinitely without.
Yeah, pretty
drain or
much. You
anything?
can you are taking a -4 to everything you do, so your character's heaps concentrating, but you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you gonna, Alex? I guess you walk out of the sex dungeon, basically. I guess with it trying to look like you've just had sex, I guess.
Yeah, look at that smile on his face.
That's the old tie, you know.
Yeah.
Just trying to rearrange myself and rejoin the party upstairs.
All right, you go upstairs and you can just see the orc. Right now, he's got 2 people, 2 different tables like this, just wrecking people basically. So far, you've actually fleeced people out of about 200 new yen, by the way.
Hey, very good. I can pay for your hooker.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do now?
Well,
What's
is
my
it,
name, Conrad?
has been mentioned that to me that the ancients are on the way.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to continue arm wrestling.
That's
Yep.
great. Is that
Okay. So, as you guys are in the bar, you guys start to hear the sounds of motorbikes.
The cavalry has arrived, gentlemen. You might want to get the hell out of there.
Do you guys want to stay, or do you want to get the hell out of there?
I'm getting definitely me getting out of there because I get shot for sure.
Yeah. I would like to confirm the image of the girl just to make sure we've got the right girl and that we're giving the right one over to the Becker gang.
All right, so you actually see this from the van. You see like about 10 guys in these green and yellow, like pimped out bikes, all street bikes as well. And these guys come roaring in with one hand on the bike, another in like holding a sword, and some people even holding grenade launchers as they rip around the corner. And you guys duck out the back. Yeah, so guys, congratulations. The next scene is them killing all of the orcs horribly. And you guys are able to leave. I'm actually surprised you guys did this without combat. Good job. Yay!
Hey!
That was the milk run, I'm going to be honest, but you guys were easily able to exceed it. If you guys ever, you're not going to continue these cameras, but I would, these characters, I would have given you extra rewards. You guys role played really well. You guys were able to do this mission the way without killing, basically. As much as you probably could have killed a few orcs when they're running away. I mean, you probably would. But the ancients basically ripped them to shreds and were able to get the girls away. I'm guessing you take the girl back as well.
Yep.
And I'm guessing you guys probably waited there for the ancients as well. Eventually the ancients clean out the place, and you can actually see them coming out with all the other girls. Are you guys going to do anything about that? That's the question.
Oh, are they going to do the same thing?
Alex, are you going to do something about it?
Yeah. Alex goes up to the one that looks like the leader.
Yeah, you can see him. He's actually got like dreads on one side, and then like long hair down the other, and he's got like piercings absolutely everywhere, and a tattoo of like an A, like around here, like a big A with it around in a circle kind of thing, like the Anarchist A.
So what about all these girls?
You're the runner.
I am.
We've got a tip, and we came down here and fucked some orcs. You think they'd be tough? Well, we don't need any of these girls, and we're not into the sex trade, so you can take it.
Did you get your girl?
We got our girl, and you can actually see her. She's very scared right now. She's got like a blanket around her.
Tell him he's welcome.
So we have a good rep with the ancients, I guess. That's a reward.
Yeah. The ancients like you. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Alex?
Nope, nothing.
Yeah. He says, thanks for that. And he says, he gives you his comm code, and he said, anytime you need anything, I owe you one. So the ancients owe you guys a favor. So yeah, good job. That went shorter than I expected. That's good. I mean, the mission wasn't difficult. How did you guys enjoy it?
Great.
I liked it.
Yep.
First non-combat campaign or one shot I've ever worked in, so
yeah, I mean,
amazing.
I make all my missions so you can do it in any way possible. You could do it with just talking. You can do it with you don't have to do combat basically, unless I say this is a combat mission and everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do things non-combat. I mean, you did still get a whole. You made the bikers do it for you basically. I mean, you guys could have done that part, but yeah. Sorry for the combat, not having no combat for the street, Sam, but stuff happens. The biggest problem with Shadowrun I find is that some characters just don't have much to do. Like the mage didn't have much to do, but I mean, he still went invisible. He still got some people out, and he still watched, which was really useful. You need someone out there, watching things. Your talents aren't always going to come into handy, basically.
He could have been blasting fools, but was really no point in going around just shooting magic off. Yeah,
exactly. I'm not sure. I probably will do more one-shots. I will be running this one tomorrow again if there's more people. I don't think there's enough people on the group for the tomorrow one. I mean, if you guys are free, I can run another session of this. And I can even help you guys right now. If any of you guys are free from here on, I can actually help you make your own character. So if
I could probably do Mondays. That's fine. I could probably
tomorrow I'm around, but if it's the same scenario, I'll know what to do. I guess I can pretend.
If I'm not going to get if there's not going to be too many people, I can just chuck you guys in again with them, and then just run it again as more Shadowrun.
Yeah, I'm free tomorrow night, so.
I can't. I can't
Yeah,
actually. So sorry.
That was a
That's
ton of
fine.
fun. It was really
It was fun.
rewarding winning through it, like not using combat, even though I was like a fighter basically. It was like really
Yeah, but
rewarding.
you still got to do fightery things.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I made it so
Really
in this that the Street Sam was an orc, so he could do orky things with other orcs.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
orcs have a big camaraderie thing going. So
Mhm.
I made it so you can actually do something just by your mere street knowledge and your mere I'm an orc, so I can hang out with orcs thing. So
Yeah.
Anyway, does anyone? I guess because I've kind of forgot we were live. Before we turn off the live, anyone want to plug any channels or anything like that? Anyone's YouTube channels? Or...
Yeah, just if anybody wants to check out my channel, it's Fantastic Dimensions. I run actual play videos over there too, so one-shots like this, and I've got a campaign running over there as well. I may do other types of videos in the future, I'm not sure, but for right now it's mostly just actual role-playing games. So.
My campaign and various one-shots are on Ian's channel, so Fantastic Dimensions as well.
Yeah. All right.
Myra. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
No, it's you,
Nothing?
Sam.
It's just
Okay.
Sam. Sorry, go Sam. Everyone
Okay.
go.
Yeah. Okay. I actually run the YouTube channel Brackhorn. I'm currently running a 5th edition D&D campaign, and all of it's being posted there. So go check it out if you like watching gameplays. If not, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Then there's my channel, which you may or may not be watching this in. If anyone ever watches this, but yeah, this is something about tabletop. Goodbye for now.